1 week later.
Biting you. She ain't got teeth, so when she gets some teeth, we got to keep our good eye on her, because she stay biting people without them seeing her, so, but, it's just the whole experience, because I know some people who got laid off, their experience hasn't been this, but I have to say that, because I keep stepping out on faith, the Lord keeps showing me that, He is all powerful and not to question Him. So, when He say go, I go. When He say help, I help. When He tell me to fall back, I fall back. And, so, when I came out here, of course, I didn't have no job. And, I tried to psych him out again. I think Keela, she was, debating coming down here, but there was so much going on. And she was like, well, what you want for your birthday? I'm like, I'm going to try again. I want a job. He didn't give me a job for my birthday, y'all. But
he did not, y'all.
He did not. Because, He is the Father. Just like your mama and daddy, you can't make them do nothing. Mm-hmm. They gonna take care of you. It's like, you be like, Mom, can you pay my rent? She be like, yeah. And you be like, okay. I told her 2 weeks ahead of time. Okay, a week passed, you gonna pay my rent? Say, yeah, I got you. Oh, okay. Another week. Okay, like, it's the 31st. Then I said, I'm going to pay your rent. Be patient. You need to learn patience. But I'm just saying, the landlord said he want his money on the 1st. It's the 31st,
The
Lord. Huh?
I'm in a bind.
I'm in a bind. But they always going to do things on their own time. They always, live up to their word. So you just have to sit back and just know in your spirit and know that, I'm not going to worry about it. I know she probably going to give me the money on the 1st at 4:45 p.m. right before the business office closed, but it don't matter. I'm going to get it. And so that same way with the Lord or whatever. I know I'm going to get it. So, I had been here since the 1st of July, and I wasn't worried. I was enjoying the time with my family because I've been in Louisiana 5 years with no family around me. Mm-hmm. I have to take trips to Texas to see Keela or, Mississippi or Atlanta, to see family. So I was enjoying reconnecting with family and, applying for jobs. I apply for 2 or 3 jobs a day, and the devil, he always finds a way to sneak in there, try to steal your joy a little bit, because I ain't never gotten so many rejection letters in my life. I'm like, wow, and it almost make you question your ability, because I was like, I know I have 10 years of IT experience, I know I have a bachelor's degree. Oh, okay. Okay, no worries though. No worries. And, I was like, I knew something was gonna come about. Something was gonna open up, so I just kept applying. I was like, I'm just gonna keep applying until the right one come my way. The killing part about it is the job that I got, I didn't even apply for. They found, when I went back and looked, I found I applied for this job. I'm like, oh my goodness, Lord. But God.
Yep, but
when
God.
I went back, nothing but God. When I went back and looked, the woman emailed me. She saw my profile on
part 1 and part 2
on LinkedIn.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. And this lady, oh my goodness, like, I I had talked to so many recruiters, but this lady, you know how you talk to somebody and they just give you hope because they just so bubbly?
Mm-hmm.
That's how she was. And throughout this whole process, like, when, you know, me doing the interview, she called me the morning of my interview at 8:30 in the morning. I'm like, mind you, my interview wasn't until 3:30 that evening. But she called me 8:30 in the morning to remind me of my interview and to wish me a good day.
I hope y'all listening to the story. I hope y'all not like, oh, this is long, but I hope y'all like listening to what's happening because she giving y'all background information, like bringing y'all to what I'm talking about, like how, and it. I think this is actually like a metaphorical because she's taking you step by step to what has happened and transitioned from the point of where we held that first conversation about her manifesting her dreams up until now, right? Like, even this lady, this is not the job that she applied for. She calls her at 8:30 a.m. in the morning and she lets her know, like, hey, make sure you're there. Like, taking you through each of these steps and taking you this way shows you how the process of manifestation can work for you and how it might take you on different obstacles and different ways and different routes. Right, P? You think like,
yeah.
You think it's like, okay.
You gotta trust the process.
Yep, you gotta trust the process. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm just like,
no,
I need my viewers to hear, like, no, like this is the purpose of this.
Look here, put a disclaimer on my video that said my friend
1 week later.
stories be long.
Y'all,
That's all. Just put a disclaimer on it. Disclaimer.
So we're gonna put a
P
disclaimer.
stories be long.
P is long-winded. This is what we're gonna put. That's what we're gonna put before we put your call up. We're gonna like, look, P's long-winded, but it's worth the wait. No, but keep going.
Yeah. And,
We got 3 minutes.
You know, okay. Well,
that's what he just said.
I was trying to make it quick. You know, like I said, 8:30 in the morning, a recruiter, you know, the recruiter calling to remind you of your interview and to wish you a good day, like, that in itself, you know, that's going above and beyond.
Yeah.
And it was like, that was like the start of how the rest of my day was, you know. Just kicking it with my family. I talked to my brother and sister, you know, oh my goodness, they keep me laughing, you know, because they both ain't got good sense, you know, so we laughing and joking about that. And, you know, right before it was time for my interview, you know, I got to set everything up. I got to put a top on, you know, because I got a T-shirt on. And so I go in, you know, to my interview, and, you know, the manager that's interviewing me, you know, he looks like he's in a cabin. And I'm like,
you say he in a cabin?
Cabin.
Oh, a cabin. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, are you in the cabin? He was like, yeah. I said, I don't. And he said, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm making sure you weren't kidnapped or something. And he started laughing. And it went from there. He was actually on vacation. He was up in New York at a cabin. He was fishing. So, you know, we got to talking, you know, before the senior engineer came on. So me and him already laughing and cracking jokes. So when senior engineer got on, we, you know, all just laughing, cracking jokes, you know, talking about just pretty much any and everything except my skills. And I had it down to a T because I done talked to so many recruiters or whatever, you know. I can, you know, what are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? You know, what can you bring to the company? Like, I done had so many of those conversations that I was ready for. But they asked me a couple questions, and then we went back to, you know, just laughing and joking. And, you know, the vibe was just right. And, you know, he basically told me, you'll be hearing something soon. And so, and the recruiter, she asked me to call her after the interview. So when I called her, she was like, you just got off the call? I was like, yeah. She said, y'all talked almost an hour. I was like, yeah, I know. And she was like, that might be a good thing. I said, I think it's a great thing. And she called me the next day again at 8:30 in the morning to tell me the good news that they had extended an offer. And, you know, when she initially, told me, what they were offering, well, I'll be working as a contractor through the staffing company, and then after so many months. So initially, I could talk about my business. Cause my business, it was a $15,000 pay increase, and 6 months, basically contract. And after the 6 months, based on my performance, they would, give me the job full time. But they decided to only do 4 months, so I only need 4 months to prove myself and give me $20K instead of $50K. I mean the 15.
Come on, God.
Come on, God. Come on, God.
With the angels, he had the angels in place to make sure you was doing what you was doing. Use your siblings to make sure you were confident and you were ready to have some fun on that conversation and get motivated, and then did all that. Come on now, tell me what he won't do.
Just give it to you. You have to make sure you was ready first.
Okay, had to make sure then made sure that she had guides and cushion there for herself so she could be ready for it. Like that was all. He was all preparing you, just preparing you on every side.
That's the thing with God.
Exactly. And I had been saving up money, of course, because me and Keela, like, we don't have habits. With Keela, she got shopping habits. It's bad, y'all.
I'm sorry, my Keela. You just said you were gonna tell about your pay increase because that was your business. Now you telling my business. You telling my business. You telling my business.
But me not, I guess shopping or whatever, during COVID, I had saved up money. So I told my auntie and uncle, I was like, hey, I can pay rent. They was like, no, you babysit Bree. We okay.
Come on, God.
So,
come on, God.
Come on, God. And, that's
I got to tell her what I'm...
family people,
Marquita,
don't
go buy
try
you
to...
I'm going to stop you for a second. Go invest in you a vending machine.
True.
Oh,
A vending machine.
If you got, we're gonna talk about this later, but vending machines, y'all.
Okay.
Look into it. If you have some money saved up, go purchase you a refurbished vending machine. Find you a location like a Walmart, a hospital, a school, or something that will allow you to place that vending machine there, and you just purchase your goods from Sam Good or Costco and make you some easy money.
Passive income. You
Passive.
sleep and somebody at the vending machine at 3 a.m.
Yes, Lord. But I'm sorry, keep going with your story. But they just popped in my head. God told me to do it, so I did it. There you go.
Most definitely, because I'm definitely looking to, invest and, get some income coming where, it's something like a pandemic or, well, not a pandemic. Well, anything happens. Because people, even though the pandemic been going on, look how Amazon done blew up. People been shopping like crazy. So, just because it's a pandemic, people still gonna shop. So whether it's a pandemic or a natural disaster, no matter what's going on, if I'm not working, I still have income coming in. So that is my goal, and I want to get it to a point where that is my sole income, that I won't have to go and work under somebody else. I'm the CEO. I hire employees.
Come on, say that. Speak that into existence, sis.
Oh, it's coming. It's definitely coming. It's definitely coming. I don't know what form it's gonna come, but I'm open to whatever. So I know it's definitely gonna come.
Okay. That is awesome. Y'all, that is awesome. So she told you how she had cushioning, and I done jumped in because I got excited when when I realized stuff, I have to say it immediately. And that was something that I realized, she talked about how when it's for you, it's for you.
Indeed.
When it's supposed to be you doing X, Y, and Z, you feel it. And I would say it like P, because this is my business. Right now, I'm unhappy with my employment. I'm just unhappy because I don't think that teaching is what I want to do anymore, right? So as P was talking, I could hear God saying And you see, I've been telling you to do X, Y, and Z. I'm not gonna say what he been telling me to do. Marquita knows what I've been saying. Like, he told me to do this 2 years ago and I didn't do it. And he's like, as I'm sitting here holding this conversation, and y'all can say what you want, you know what I'm saying? I've been loving and living with the Lord for a long time, since a little girl. So I understand when he's speaking to me all my life. You understand? So he was speaking to me saying, like, you know, look at what I did for her. Right, look at how I laid it out. I made sure that she was comfortable because she had seen so much rejection, right? Those rejection letters got her down. I could tell when I would talk to my friend, she would be a little bit agitated. I'd be like, so like, what's up? You want to do da da da? She's like, nope, try to get a job. Nope. Nope, on the job. Just want the job. Like, okay, you know, I'm leaving her alone. See, she a little tense. You know, I call, crack a joke here and there. But I understood what it was because you don't, when you're a working woman like we are, working women like we are, you don't want to be without a job. It's not in our mentality to be without, right? I know, right? But it's not in our mentality to be without, but just to see how he laid it out, that he had the siblings call, crack jokes, make her feel good, make sure that she's bubbly, right? Because the more that you are comfortable, like when you walk, like today's Faith Over Fear Friday is a quote from Coach Carter, where he talks about he asked the little guy that played illegal tender, I can't think of his name, he's a Latinx gentleman, but he kept asking him to learn this quote, and I think it was supposed to be a quote from Martin Luther King, but he kept asking him to learn this quote. And Anthony, I'm so sorry for taking over this segment, but it just, I have to get this out. And I saw this quote actually on TikTok. It is my favorite thing to always share. I'm going to pull it up right now on Wix. If you do not have my Wix app, please go ahead, go to Wix.com and get that, or just type in www.akilamiles.com and it will pop up and it will ask you to join our Wix app, and you can join and be successful.
And get her notifications and shop.
Come on, get the notifications and get the shopping. But I'm trying to get to the actual thing, y'all. Get to my actual post for today. So in the post, I tell everybody today, like, my message is walk in your light. Right? That's when you unlock your true power. And him sending her siblings to her allowed her to walk in her light. Because Marquita would have 9 times out of 10 been a little bit uptight when she talked to the little guy, whatever, on the phone, you know, and not saying that that's her normal personality, but I'm saying because she had already been rejected with the letters, right? Like, and also just probably just like worrying, you know, trying to make sure that you're confident and, you know, make sure that you say the right things and do X, Y, and Z. And even though she was prepared because she had said these things so many times, her siblings gave her the energy that she needed to unwind and be in her light. Right? So the quote talks about, like, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Right? When we recognize, like, the strength that we have and walking in our light, that's what she did. And he made sure that she remembered, hey, I don't want her to be late on nothing. I want to make sure that she understands that this is for her. He let the little lady, what did you call her, Marquita? Was she the headhunter? Is that what they call them, headhunters?
Yeah, she's a recruiter for the company.
A recruiter for the company kept calling. So he laid those different things out. When God wants something for you, husband, man, wife, job, cat, dog, children, education, whatever it may be, he will put it in line for you. Everything will be there for you, and you will know it. Nobody else is around you is gonna know it. When they hear your story, if they're connected and they understand what's happening with God and they know how to walk and listen and see what's happening in the spiritual realm, they'll be able to see it how Anthony can see it, right? But right then, that's what he was doing. And you have to be able to walk in your light. You have to be authentically you so that you can be successful with whatever you're doing. Me sitting up here doing this with Anthony, this is authentically me. You can ask Marquita. When we were kids, we would stand we didn't go hang out in the clubs and party. We would stand on the corner between my house and her house and crack jokes and shoot the shit all night long.
And interview people.
There you go.
Asking people, so what you doing out this time of night? You out here too. Don't worry about why we out here. We asking you. Why are you on this corner? Y'all standing on the corner. Look here. Don't worry about what we do. And we were on a corner. The corner. In between each other's house. And all we did was stand outside and shoot the shit. Like she said, interview people, have fun. Right? This is what I've been doing. Right? This is
teaching is my segue into this, because this is what I want to do. I want to do podcasts. I want to teach other things, and I want to get out and be an entrepreneur. And this is my push into that. And Marquita talking about her manifestation of this awesome job, where instead of doing the 6 months to prove herself, she's doing 4. Instead of the 15K, she's getting 20. This was my push, sis. I'ma call you and tell you what I'm finna do.
Do it. Do it.
I'ma call you and tell
He
you what I'm
has not
finna do.
led you wrong yet. You know, we, you know, with all we've seen by walking with God, you know, we still, because, you know, one of the stories in the Bible that always stuck with me, you know, was, you know, the stories about the disciple, and, you know, when Jesus was walking on water, and, you know, the disciple went out there where he was at, and, you know, got scared, and, you know, started to sink. And I'm like, how he got scared when he was God, but we with Jesus, but, you know, we do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We do it all the time. He done saved us so many times. He done opened up so many doors for us. He done guided us, you know, to great things. And we still get scared or hesitate. So, you know, he don't love us less for it, but just remember, he's waiting on you. You know, he's waiting on you. When you ask, why ain't this or why this hasn't come about, he's waiting on you. What he told you that'll get you there, have you done it?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a give and take relationship. You know, you want all of his blessings or whatever, but you got to give something in return. You know, he might have told you to, you know, remove somebody from your life, but you keeping them there, and it'd be like every time you break up with this person, like this happened, that happened.
Really,
you know,
P?
the Lord shows.
Really,
You
really,
know,
P? That's where you going, P?
I'm just saying that what came to my head seriously, but you know, you be like, because I remember this lady or whatever, you know, when she broke up with, you know, the guy she was dating, she got a supervisor job, like right after, you know, and
because everybody that's connected to you can't go.
Huh?
I said, because sometimes everybody that's connected to you can't go. Sometimes some people are just, you know, seasonal, and sometimes they be holding you
but
back.
it was more or less she was unhappy in the relationship, and you know, she was a little worried that she wasn't going to be able to, you know, take care of herself with just her income. But she decided to, you know, go ahead and just be like, you know what, I'm done. And like I said, got a supervisor position. The Lord was like, if you trust me, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to make sure you can take care of yourself. You know, so just follow. Just follow. It might sound crazy. You know, it may not make sense, or like this, you know, this ain't how this should be going. But, you know, sometimes the Lord way, or a lot of times, is unorthodox, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So just go with it. Just go with it. That's what faith is. So, you know, have faith. And I guarantee you, it's like, you know, I ain't go, you know what I'm saying? He like a, you know, bandwagon fan. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you doing good or whatever, he celebrate. He like, look at my child, look, you know?
Okay.
He celebrate right with you. He was like, oh, you did that with that? Well, let me give you this. Oh, look at my child. Oh, look at my child. Oh, well, let me give you this. Oh, look at you see my child? My child clowning now. My child lonely. You know, my child eating over there. You see my child? Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, trust him. Trust him. You know, don't just say you do. Trust him.
Show him that you
know,
do it.
Walk like you do. Indeed. You know?
Awesome. Well, I know Anthony has a question for you for SAS Talk, but I'm going to ask you one more question, then I'm going to let Anthony get to the SAS Talk question. How have you seen me as your friend, your sister? How have you seen me evolve from remember when you were out here last year and I was like over publishing this book and over doing all of this stuff? I was like, ain't nothing working. He ain't gonna drop right. He ain't doing this. You know what I was doing? Like my little temper tantrum because I am a drama queen sometimes. But how have you seen me grow from there? Because you were here on the 31st when the book was supposed to drop and stuff didn't happen. And then we got the podcast and equipment and all that. How have you seen me grow from then to today?
Well, the growth, you know, it was gradual, but like the big jump is when you was like, I'm just gonna drop. You know, because I'm talking about before, because you know you was gonna drop before. Was it a year ago?
Mm-hmm. When I was gonna about the clothing boutique, or
it was one of them.
Okay.
And you know, like you said, you know, things wasn't going right then. But when you actually dropped and then you hit number one with your first drop, it was like I could see then that you knew that you was on to something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you knew like, okay, I can do this. Okay, so everything else that I dreamed of, like, I can actually do this.
Yeah.
You know, it can fall into place and actually be successful. So, like, you know, and I already saw that. Like I said, I just wanted you to see what I saw. And once you see it or whatever, you know, I knew you was going to, like, full speed ahead, like, okay, you know what I'm saying, the kid was going to eat. You know, like you wasn't gonna be worried about, you know, the little stuff. You was gonna worry about, you know, bringing whatever that you thought in your mind, just bring it, you know, to the forefront. Just make it happen. You know, bring it to reality. So I just knew, like, once that happened, I was like, okay, like, friend eyes is open, and it's about to be on. About to be on like popcorn. And I was going to be like, that's my best friend. That's my best friend, you know?
Okay. Yeah, y'all. Marquita and a couple of other people told me, like, they were saying stuff to me, and it was like, what they were saying was that you don't see what we see. And I was saying to other people, like, I remember a guy telling me, like, you can have anything that you want, and you can do X, Y, and Z, and da. And I was like, whatever, you know. But it wasn't like it wasn't him trying to shoot a shot. He was just speaking what he saw, right? And it was like God was like, you blind, and that's why I'm like in our next episode, like the finale part of the season finale, the last part, you're going to hear me talk about how God took the blinders off of me in 2020. And how, like Marquita said, for some people, 2020 has been a horrific year for it. But I thank God for my family and my friends, like 2020 has been a come up. Like it has been that year. The vision is clear. Like that 2020 has actually really, really been that. But I'm turning back over to Anthony Marquita. He has one more question for you, and then we're going to let you go, homie, because I know you probably got to go to work or breathe somewhere.
No, I'm off on Saturday and Sunday.
Ooh, this you have some good off days. Okay.
No, we cleaning up tomorrow.
Well, before we let you go,
I don't want to do it.
You know we have a Fast Talk segment on this show. So what is one piece of Fast Talk you would like to give Akilah for her upcoming season?
I'm sorry, Anthony, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
So you know on the show we have a segment called Fast Talk. So what is one piece of Fast Talk you would like to give to Akilah for her upcoming seasons?
You know, just stay on your grind, pimping. You know?
Stay on my grind.
Stay on your grind. But no, just forge ahead. You know, don't second guess. Don't get caught up in your head, because we both, you know, that's one of our weaknesses. You know, we get caught up in our head. We overanalyze. We overthink or whatever. Just do it. Just live free.
Stop
You only
telling
got
all
one
our
life.
business, Marquita. Stop telling all our business.
You only got one life. You know, we done had a lot of loss this year. You know,
Yeah.
like one of the losses, you know, when we lost Kobe, because then it was like one of the ways that we bonded, you know.
Yeah.
You know, being Laker fans, you know. So we then went to many games at the FedEx Forum, and I didn't get a chance to see the Lakers, you know. So that's my only regret.
Girl.
Yeah, you know. So
we twin souls, Marquita, because I promise that the day that he died, I think it wasn't you that I told, but I told somebody else that I was like, man, I done went to every game. I was already upset that I could never get a chance to see him play, but doggone it, like, this is just too much.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy how, you know, somebody that, you know, he don't know all the people that, you know, were affected by his death. Like, it was a young man. He worked in valet at the casino I was working at. And he had, you know, played basketball in high school. And, you know, he was preparing himself to try to go to a tryout for some teams that's, you know, overseas, hoping to get a position on one of the teams overseas. So when, you know, Kobe passed or whatever, he was like, that kind of like, you know, took a lot out of him, because he was like, you know, he had so many dreams of going to the camp at the, you know, at the Mamba facility.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was like, you know, now he don't, you know, he was like, you know, he still gonna play ball and, you know, go overseas, but he was like, he don't want to go to the facility because he just wanted to go there just to have a conversation with him. You know, so it's crazy. But, you know, as young as he was, you know, to be gone so soon, you know, he is a reminder that, you know, time waits on no one. You know, death is a coming, you know, for everyone.
Yeah.
So whatever it is your dream is, live it.
That's it.
Fall on your face, oh well. But at least, you know, when you tell your grandchildren, you know, you can tell your grandchildren, you know what I'm saying, I tried to live my life to the fullest, you know. I might not have been as successful, but, you know, I've done some things and, you know, I've enjoyed my life, you know. So just do that, you know.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We want to thank you for being part of season 1 for the 30-something Emerging podcast. We want to thank you also for being on our season finale, and we hope to see you in season 2.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Oh.
Yes, and don't be looking at Marquita. I can't wait till you. I'm about to have to text you a picture of Shishi, because these faces she making, friend. You gonna have to get her. You gonna have to get her. But thank you.
I know
so
that's
much.
just Shishi. You know, that's the Oscar winner right there with all her facial expression. I can't wait till she start on Broadway. Okay.
That's it. But thank you so much, PZF baby. Please say that, baby. Have a good night. Tell everybody we said hello.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
All right. Love you.
Love y'all. Love you.
Bye.
All right. So, question for you.
Yes.
We have 30 episodes.
30. 30. Y'all know 3 is my favorite number, right? Yeah.
Out of all of those episodes and topics with wonderful guest hosts and yourself, what is your favorite topic?
Oh my gosh. Anthony? Put me on the spot like that. Because you know I like all this stuff because it's mine.
Yeah, all great content.
It's all really good content. But so I was really excited when we did, when we just did Respect My Crown.
Mm-hmm.
And I was excited about that for like a multiplicity of reasons. Just like thinking about like how to put the piece together. Like us adding in Malcolm X at the beginning where he talks about the most disrespected, most neglected, most not protected woman, this black woman or whatever. That particular speech that he gave, that portion of that speech that he gave, because it's not the entire speech. Like adding that, I thought that was really dope. There's another one. Oh my gosh. I think Respect the Crown, but I'm gonna take it back. The Non-Conforming Black Woman. That those 2 episodes were super dope, especially because I had like different women, and we were thinking from different lenses and talking about different things, and just looking at stuff from a woman's side, and like thinking about like how we feel as women, like how sometimes we're beat down so much. If it's you want to embrace your sexuality or whatever the case may be, right? Because I know in season 2 we're gonna actually talk about this whole thing that they have going on right now with the Cardi B and Offset and comparing her to Jay-Z and Beyonce, and it's I'm gonna take off my fan hat right now for Jay-Z and Beyonce, because y'all know this fam, so I'm gonna take the family hat off. Yeah, that's blood. I'm gonna take that off. But just like thinking about people as human beings, like I don't like people in my business, so I don't go around sharing all my business and talking all my business to people.
Yeah.
And that's what Jay-Z and Beyonce chose not to do. Like they put it on wax. She did Lemonade, he did 444, and even with Solange being upset, with the whole elevator thing, she did Seat at the Table, right? So they all did their things, and they put what they felt into their songs, right? Was it totally everything written by them? No, but it did emulate their point, right? And so whereas like thinking about Cardi B is like an artist who was built off of Instagram. She was built off of people being in her business, right? So those are 2 different, not saying that no one is better than the other as far as being a human being. That's what I'm talking about, right? So there are 2 different types of people, and you can't expect certain people to be this way, right? And there's no right or wrong way to be. It's just like you got to decide what it is, definitively what you're going to be and what you're going to do. So we're going to talk about that. And I wanted to say one other that was on the tip of my tongue before I said all of that about them. It was another one, Anthony, because I had three.
Respect My Crown, Non-Conforming Black Woman.
Oh, and you know what? I really like what we did with COVID-19 and the voting, and talking to my classmate, Maurice Burge was on. We did one called Divergence, like talking about like thinking about everything from different perspectives and looking at things in the world like happening with COVID and different things like that. That was my classmate Maurice Burge. Shout out again, class of 2000, Aggie 2000 strong. Then Stephen Richardson, we talked about being lead or be led with voting, like the voting rights. He even talked about like how people who had low counts, minimal counts of like different low count felony charges that could be removed or whatever, expunged, so that they could get their voting rights back. And then we had another one of my classmates from Alcorn, Dina Michelle Wallace. She came on the show, and she was a nurse during the pandemic in New York City, like in the epicenter of it, and she talked about COVID-19. So I think those were like really, really powerful episodes that we've done. I think those were like really, really powerful ones.
Next question. Next caller. Who has been your favorite guest?
Oh my God, Anthony.
She's had a lot. It's been 30 episodes, but she's had more than 30 guests.
Yeah, because some episodes I've had 2 or 3 people. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm going to be honest. I'm gonna take a page from my other callers tonight. Everybody, actually, because everybody I think brought something different. Like I remember when I called my classmate Gregory Neely, he was like, I think Greg happened to be at church or something when we made the call, and he stepped out and got on the phone. My old coworker, shout out to my homie Sterling Smith, he got on a call with me and we talked about relationships. Oh my God, when Denise Ma was here, one of my good friends from my previous job, who is now living an amazing life, working at a great school, doing some great things. So shout out to Denise. We had CB Sold It on here, Charity. You know what, Charity? We always call you. Everybody call you. Yep, CB Sold It. So Charity Bennett.
Selling houses.
Oh, she's selling them out the wazoo. Y'all need to look at my girl if you're in the Houston area. And I think she can still do. She does real estate in Louisiana as well, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all need to check out CB Sold It. She out here like slanging them houses left and right. But having her on the show, having all the teachers when we did the teacher. I forgot about that. That's another great episode that we did. Having all the teachers on, and then my babies, my 11th grade babies. Shout out to class of 2021 at KIPP Sunnyside High School. I know it's been a rough Rough little time. But this y'all year, he's one of the 2021 babies.
Can somebody just tell me how to drop all these classes?
You can't. You got to do the work and go ahead and get ready to walk virtually.
I made a promise. I said to my counselor, I don't care what Sunnyside do for a graduation. We not having no virtual graduation. I don't care if we got to pay for it ourselves. We not.
Okay, I hear that. You know, a man, he built his baby a stage last year in May. He built his daughter a stage, and they had a COVID graduation. He had to walk across the stage. They gave a little speech or whatever, commencement speech and all that stuff. So maybe that'd be something y'all can do.
My class made me vice president for a reason. I'm gonna follow through.
Okay, then I see that. Like, that was a good episode. I had Shishi and you on. Those were good episodes as well. Oh my God, there's so many people. So like I said, I like everybody, like Marquita, Keisha, who will get ready to call in about 2 more minutes. Keisha was a great conversation. My sister Sabine was on. That was a great conversation as well. Oh my God, everybody. Like, yeah. I'm, and that's again, I've been blessed in this season to have like so many people come on and we could talk about so much and enjoy each other and like just have real good fun with each other and tell the truth about how we feel. Yeah. Right?
All right. Well, now we can have our next caller.
Okay, we're going to call Keisha. We're going to call Keisha, then I guess we're going to talk about them blinders, huh? Oh, I need to put my headset on. I'm acting like I ain't got good sense.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing well, thank you for asking. First, we would like to thank you for being one of our guest hosts on season 1 of 30 Something and Virgin. Also, we would like to thank you for just supporting Akilah through season 1. It has been a journey and she is growing, and hopefully we'll be able to have you back on season 2.
Yes, shout out to Keisha. She invested in 30 Something and Virgin and she bought this beautiful glass desk over here. Yay!
Okay, now.
But
I do a little dibbling dabbling.
okay. I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
In your eyes, how has Akilah grown as a host and a business since the start of the year?
Good question.
Me personally, because I've known her, she has grown tremendously because, like, sitting there just talking to her, like, she's so informative. And she, like, I don't know, it's like I'm sitting on the psychiatric chair. Like, I'm just sitting there talking for free. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. But she gives me such good advice, and I'm like, how do you know this? And I think it all comes back to her podcast because she's talking to people, she's getting all this experience in, and she's like, amazing. Right, seriously. And I'm like, wow, this is not the same person I knew last year. And I was like, where you get this information from?
So what you trying to say, Keisha?
I'm not saying nothing, Akilah. I'm just saying, like, you be sitting here, I'm like, you know how our conversations used to be. And it's like totally different. I'm like, man, where she get this experience from? Like, she ain't been through this.
So
you come back and tell my...
Can you go in depth about how the conversations used to be? What do you mean by that?
Mm-mm. You don't want to know about the conversation now. We ain't got that long. No, but like seriously, but she really motivates me. Like little stuff that I almost cursed. I know you curse, but I ain't trying to curse. So like little stuff I be going through, like she really helped me with it. I'm like, how she know this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't a mama. How she know this stuff? She be help me, or she ain't doing this, but how she know this? But like she really like hands on, like she on point. Like, and I know it's coming from the podcast. Not saying that she wasn't wise before, because she was. Like, that was my girl to call, and we going through little stuff, and we pep each other up. She pep me up, I pep her up. You know, we cheer each other on. You know, smack on her ass, kick on back, get on the field and play again. You know what I'm talking about? Now, you didn't even catch what I said.
I did. I'm over here killing myself laughing.
Ow!
Because I can't say what I want to say.
Nope. So, hey man, get your ass home. Screw me now. Now I curse. I'm sorry. I'm driving. Sorry.
Only on 30 something in Virgin when you get it like this.
It's
She's
real.
Now they want to feed up. I guess they want to get over for real, but they were trying to get over on me.
Keisha is in Memphis, Tennessee. I just want to put that out there, okay, y'all?
Yeah, you know, it's Friday night and they ain't driving right. That's all I'm saying. But like real talk, like she's doing great, and I love it. I want to be like her when I grow up. You know, I'm only still 10 years old, so you know, when I turn 21, I want to do stuff like this. I need to get my experience up, so I can be able to talk to my kids. But I guess right now I'm not the one to talk to them. But I can point them in Auntie Akila direction. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
She might not want to talk to him either, but it's worth a try.
Like what she said at the end.
Where she don't want to talk to them either.
Look now, I'm light skinned. These kids wearing me out, man. Y'all don't understand.
My bad. You do deal with kids all day long. My bad. Well, mine like family though.
Yeah, I can love on them a little bit.
Just a little bit.
That's all it takes.
They impossible to love. I understand.
She said
we all are sometimes.
You so crazy. I think Anthony has another question for you.
My next question
Go ahead, Mr. Anthony.
is, what is one thing that you're expecting from season 2 of the show?
What is one thing I'm expecting from work?
Season 2.
Hold on. Say it again. It's like you're breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
What is one thing that you are expecting from season 2?
Oh, season 2. Okay. I had to play it back. Season 2. Babe, we're gonna break the charts. You hear me? We're gonna break the charts. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna have 5 million views the first week. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, speaking into existence.
We finna do this. You know what I'm talking about? You know, Jay-Z gonna pop up on that. Not Beyonce gonna be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? My sister wife doing her thing. She from H-Town like me. You know, she want my man and all. But we're gonna do it. You know, we're gonna. But seriously though, season 2 is gonna be better than season 1 10 times. You know, we learned a lot in season 1. Season 2 can't do nothing but get better. Real talk.
That's it there.
Then I need more free advice from her. You know what I'm talking about? I buy a book here and there, some shades. You know, I really be buying the stuff just so she can talk to me. You know, if she don't be talking to me unless I buy some. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that wrong?
That really, Lakeisha?
I'm just playing.
Really, Lakeisha?
I'm just playing. I call her at 12:30 at night, 2:30 in the morning. She better answer my call. You know what I'm saying? When somebody hurt my feelings, she gonna put me back on my high horse. You know what I'm talking about?
I always answer them.
She gonna tell me I ain't raising no punk. In other words, you know what I'm saying? I gotta bounce back just like this.
Okay.
Well, before we let you go, what is one piece of sass talk you would like to give Akila in her upcoming season?
You said what is one what?
What is one piece of sass talk you would like to give Akila?
One piece of back talk?
Sass talk.
You know, sass talk is the advice, nutty buddy.
I like the back talk better now. Akila, don't give up on your dream. It's hard as this seems, as challenging as it is, just know that you're in this for all the right reasons. It don't matter because your vision is your vision.
Say that.
Can't nobody else see what God got for you. So as long as you believe what He's showing you, do what you gotta do, boo.
Facts.
Don't worry about the rest. We good. You good.
Facts.
And everything goes up from here.
Facts. Well, I want you to get a second really quickly, Keisha, to plug your business. My friend, she's currently working on opening her restaurant on Perkins and Night Honor, is it?
It's 3111 Perkins Road. I'm sorry, 3111 South Perkins Road in the Night Honor and Perkins Shopping Center. I am next door to In-N-Out Wireless and Ace Cash Express. I am All-Star Hot Wings competition, whether they know it or not. Oh, they know it. They know it. They know it. It's why they don't want to speak to me. Big mad. Anyhow. So, and I also have Good Looking Boutique coming to a website near you soon. We working on it, little flaws here and there. I'm slowly working on that one, but Good Looking Boutique and Good Eating at Keisha's Kitchen. 901 Finest, baby.
All right, then y'all go on Facebook and you can look up Good Eating at Keisha's Kitchen or just Keisha's Kitchen, and I'm telling you, you're gonna get some great meals. The food is delicious. She got something called Good. I can't drink it because it's a little bit of something too much for me. I didn't want to say it, but the owner did, so there you go. It's diabetes in a cup, but people love it.
I'm just saying what customers and I'm saying what they say, and they still buy it.
Yep, they still buy it. They love it. So y'all go check out Keisha at Keisha's Kitchen. And thank you so much, friend, for joining us tonight. Drive safely wherever you are headed. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
I ain't did nothing at all. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So we get ready to wrap up, huh, Anthony?
Yeah, before we close, I got 2 more questions.
Okay.
There's 2 more.
Okay.
How did you, in your podcast, from the host point of view, grow from season 1?
I think as a host, I found my voice. At first I was like playing around trying to see, what should I say? How should I be? What should I do? And I realized that I just needed to take off the training wheels on that, and also like take off any fears of like me needing to sound or be like someone else or whatever, because I was watching so many different people, and I wasn't watching them to like steal anything, but was watching to learn. Right? And in watching so many other people's podcasts, I was able to see like where I needed to step up here or there, or to add this, or to maybe bag back from this, and just simply just be myself. So I think that was a good growing point. And then for me on a personal level, like I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, like this year, all of this was like a blessing for me. Like the blinders were taken off. I was blind to who I was as a person. And it sometimes we just are, because sometimes I in my head was like everybody else was talking about me in a way that in my mind it was like they were thinking that I was a goody two shoes, like putting me on this pedestal and all this other stuff or whatever, and I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to rise to that occasion when I did the podcast and did all this other stuff. But after God took off the blinders from me, he was like, no, this is really who you are. Like how my sister said, like when you dropped the book, you saw that you could do. Like that gave me a boost of confidence. It was like, wow, like because we were getting ready to go eat, I think. And I went on there just to check to see if the book had like dropped or did whatever. And it was like, oh, you're number 1. And I was like, I'm like, P, can you look at this? Because it said I'm number 1 in X, Y, and Z genres, Do you see this? So like that gave me that boost to say like I could do whatever. And it made me trust myself a little bit more. I think as I've gotten older, I began to not trust myself as much as I did in my 20s. Because in my 20s, I just thought I was just doing shit, just whatever. But as you get older, in your wiseness, it tells you to slow down a little bit. But sometimes you can hinder yourself in like slowing down in the things that you're doing, because you can begin to become afraid, right? So now I'm walking fearlessly. I am going to take this podcast to the next level. I just got to stop. One thing that I have to work on is my little procrastination. Lord have mercy. I just got to stop that and stop fearing like rejection and just stepping on out there.
Okay, good answer.
Thank you.
And last question. What can we as viewers expect from season 2?
Oh my God. So season 2 is going to be amazing because we're already working behind the scenes to get different things done. We're going to, keep talking about those great topics that we're on the verge of, like different things with love, family, financial success, growth, getting those passive incomes coming in. We're also going to start reviewing some different shows, like TV shows. Like I'm going to do a podcast on Lovecraft Country. Oh my God. The show is amazing.
She wrote that.
The show is amazing. Like the stuff that they do, the symbolism and the way that they talk about African American culture and our history and the way that they tie it into this story is so freaking amazing. And I just want to like talk about that. Also going to talk about some of my favorite albums of the year, do the different things there. And you're also going to get a chance to see, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this name wrong because it used to be called Houston Eats on, it used to be called Houston Eats on the website, but now it is called Big City Living with Akila. So what that is it's going to be me going around the city of Houston and just like showing you different places. And I'm also going to actually share tonight. This is the 16th. Today's 16th.
Yes.
I'm also going to share tonight on the 16th, and I'll be sharing it again next week when this episode drops actually for you. Share my first video we went to Yo-Yo's Hot Dogs. He has some of the greatest hot dogs in Houston, so you'll get to see like me standing outside, my niece and I having a good time, waiting, getting our food, doing different things. And you're going to get a chance to like get a tour of the city. You'll see, I think another coming up episode is us going to do a tour of Discovery Green. So you'll get to see a different thing like that. And you'll get ready for Love Allure to drop. Get ready for book 2 to drop. All of those things are coming from AkilahMiles.com. We're just trying to build the brand out and work strategically behind the scenes to get more customers, get more subscribers, more listeners, get some sponsorships, just doing different things like that. So I want to thank you all for being here with us for 30 episodes. We had to go on hiatus when COVID happened and we got back to business. We've been working via Zoom, whatever it could do, whatever we needed to do.
Troubles and all.
Through everything. So thankful for that. Thankful to Aaliyah for being so gracious and coming on and helping every time that I needed. And just thankful to Anthony for just helping me live my dream. Y'all, like without Anthony, like he think it's a game, but without him, none of this would be possible. So I'm so grateful for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And before we let you go, as a viewer watching this, I want you to go to the comment section and comment what you are expecting and looking for in season 2. We want to meet your needs also. It's your show.
Yes, please give me some comments. Like, what? Tell me what I gotta do to get y'all to comment. Like, comment. Tell me something. Talk about the show. What you like. What you didn't like. Keelah, can you talk about this? Can you have X, Y, and Z on your show? Can you open up about that? I want to hear it. I want to do it. We ready for it.
We open.
Yep.
Well, thank you for watching season 1 of 30 Something and Virgin. Season finale.
Let me ask a question. Can I put one more thing? I'm sorry. AkilahMiles.com. We need you to go subscribe. 30 Something and Virgin on YouTube. Please go subscribe. 30 Something and Virgin on Facebook. Please go like and follow.
And share.
Please go. We love you. Thank y'all so much. This has been an awesome night. Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you, Aaliyah. Thank you to everybody that called in. Thank you, Virgins.
And this is the sign off of season 1.